What's going on, vinyl community? My name is Brian, aka Fluffer McFluffster, aka Fluffy, aka I apologize for not having made a video in the past 4 months. After making the Fluffy Records vinyl tag 2025, I decided, screw it, I'm just gonna take a break. Um, that being said, speaking of the Fluffy Records vinyl tag, I am here to say thank you to each and every one of the participants who made a Fluffy Records Vinyl Tag 2025 video. You guys have no idea how happy I was whenever I saw a Fluffy Records Vinyl Tag video appear on my YouTube page. So again, thank you to each and every one of you who have participated. I'm sure I've seen all of the videos at this point. I've made a playlist of all the participants who made a Fluffy Records Vinyl Tag 2025. So I'm going to be leaving that playlist down in the description below if you guys are interested in watching. But moving forward, I am here to show some records. Now, I have not been going out to record stores as much as I had last year or the year prior. I decided this year I want to switch things up. I want to, listen to the collection that I have currently, sell a ton of the duplicates that I have in the collection. That's what I've been doing, downsizing a bit. But at the same time, as I'm downsizing, or not downsizing per se, but rather getting rid of duplicates, because that is a big concern within my collection. I don't need multiple copies of the same record at this point. I am happy with just one. So, while I am getting rid of duplicates, I'm also buying non-duplicates, and I have a small stack here. First, I want to start off with VCLT. Marty in Oregon. If you guys don't know Marty in Oregon, he is a vinyl community person who lives in Oregon, and he collects records from 1974, the year he was born. And I've been friends with Marty for a couple of months now. He's been fairly new, not as new. I'm pretty sure a lot of people in the vinyl community know of him by now, but he's been doing a lot of live streams on Sundays. He calls it, I think, the vinyl community family table or something like that. But before I had decided to take a break, I decided to go up on his stream one day, and we were just talking, and then later on he was like, Brian, I have some records to send to you. And I was like, oh, thank you so much, my guy. So he sent me this first one right here. This is Dean Martin's Welcome to My World. Surprisingly enough, I don't have any Dean Martin in my collection, but now I do. And if you guys don't know, I have been collecting Frank Sinatra ever since I started collecting vinyl. And one of the other vocalists that I've been listening to other than Frank Sinatra has been, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr. of the Rat Pack, Bing Crosby, Louis Armstrong, etc. And I've always seen Dean Martin records out in the wild, but just decided to never pick them up. But they're always cheap, and I've never seen this one, surprisingly. This is on Reprise, on that tricolor label, and this is really, really awesome. I don't think I've ever heard any of the tunes on here, but it's good. It was a wonderful surprise, so thank you, Marty, again for sending me this Dean Martin record from, I don't know, this is prior to 1974, that's for sure. This next one is actually a jazz record, which I've told myself and to the vinyl community that I would not really collect jazz, but I say something and I never stick with it. I have really been just listening to a number of genres of music, which is normal, but I've really been holding back on collecting jazz. Now, I will be showing you guys jazz first, and then the other genres that I've collected. But this is another one that Marty sent to me. This is African Waltz by Cannonball Adderley and his orchestra. This was on Riverside Records, Black Label. So this is a stereo press. I really enjoyed this one. In terms of Cannonball Adderley, I feel like I already have a good amount, but it's always nice to, discover his more unknown-ish albums. And this, I would say, is one of them, because I don't ever see people talk about this one. So thank you, Marty, once again for the wonderful VCLT. Moving forward to some of the stuff that I picked up over the past few months. This one actually came from eBay, and I'm surprised I won this one. This is on Prestige. This is one where you don't really see often. And what more can I say? This, I believe, has been reissued in the Acoustic Sounds Prestige series. This is the Jazz for the Carriage Trade by George Wallington and his quintet. Who does the quintet consist of? We have Donald Byrd on trumpet, Phil Woods on alto, George Wallington on piano, Teddy Kotick on bass, and Art Taylor on drums. This is one that I found at Amoeba for a really, really good price. I think I only paid like $25 for this. I couldn't pass on this. This is my January find. Jackie McLean, what is this title called? Let Freedom Ring. This is on the later Blue Note. This is with the white bee. It has Van Gelder on dead wax. Super, super clean copy. I know that Tone Poet reissued this, or Blue Note reissued this as a Tone Poet. And this is another one where this is one of the Jackie McLean titles that I just never really looked into, which is surprising because knowing me, I would look into all of his Blue Note titles, but this is one that I guess has eluded me. The next record I actually got not long ago. This came from the Amoeba wall, and I've actually been wanting to collect all of this Cat's stuff on Prestige. He did sort of the Miles Davis, where Miles Davis did the walking, relaxing, steaming, cooking. We have Chet Baker, who did, I think, 4 of this like Miles Davis sort of thing. He did Smokin', he did Groovin', he did, I forgot what the other 2 are, which actually I should just show you guys. So I'll be right back. Okay, so we have Smokin' by Chet Baker. We have Comin' On with Chet Baker. And we have Cool Burnin' with Chet Baker. He did 2 more of these things on Prestige. But Smokin' with Chet Baker, this is one that I saw on the wall, like I said. And these are all mid 60s. And here's the interesting part. Chet Baker doesn't play trumpet on here. Rather, he plays the flugelhorn. Yes, on every album, on every Prestige album, he plays the flugelhorn. And yeah, what else can I say? This is one that I've been wanting, and another one that I've been wanting, which I still don't have, is one that is in my top 9 wants of 2025, which if you guys are, interested in checking out, I have that in the story highlight thing on Instagram, so check it out if you would like. Okay, next up, sorry, I have 2 more jazz and then we'll move on. So next up is this. I've been looking forward to this one, so I knew I had to grab it when I saw it at Amoeba. This is Rashid Ali with Leroy Jenkins, and this is Swift Are the Winds of Life Expanded Edition. Yes, I have really been enjoying these survival reissues, which originally these titles by Rashid Ali originally came out on his label Survival. I believe Rashid Ali's family or his estate / his family are the ones that have been putting this out, the series out. So there are 3 of them already. I have 2 more in the collection apart from this one. One was with Frank Lowe, that album, and then the other one was a Live at Slugs 1967 or 68. But this is another one where it's duo format, and it's with Leroy Jenkins, who plays violin. Now, what I love about this, or these, what they've been doing, these expanded editions, is you get the full album, which, you know, sounds freaking fantastic. Apart from that, you also get outtakes, which is on the second disc. So this is a 2-disc set, and it's a gatefold, and you get like an interview by one of these cats. I believe you get an interview by Leroy Jenkins. So this is awesome. I highly, highly recommend getting these survival reissues. You'll spend way less than what the originals go for. Like, I have one original, which is on the purple, all purple colored cover. Can't remember the name now, but if they do that, I am 100% gonna sell the original that I have, because like I said, I've just been enjoying how these records have been sounding. So kudos to the people that have been keeping survival alive. This next one was sent to me by none other than Mazzy, aka Norman Maslov, aka Mazzy's Music. I actually asked him if he can send this to me, and of course I paid him. He went to Sasha Berliner's gig at I believe it was in Seattle, and because I'm pretty sure she's doing all these gigs recently because of her new album that's come out, and this is it right here. I believe it's pronounced Fancome or Fancome. Not sure how. Sorry for butchering it, but Sasha Berliner, her third album. I have. Let me get her other albums. I absolutely fell in love with her second album, Onyx, which was released on JMI. And so ever since then, I've just been listening to a ton of Sasha Berliner. And when I received this, I was stoked. So this has a few other musicians on here. Thank you again to Mazzy for sending me this, and, you know, being able to get this signed for me, because I did ask for him if he could go up to Sasha and get this signed. Which, by the way, Mazzy did an interview with Sasha. Check it out if you haven't already. Wonderful interview. I believe Sasha is based in San Francisco, so, you know, they have their San Francisco connection there. And yeah, it is on this wonderful black vinyl. There's the label right there. And yeah, all right, so let me start with the Amoeba stuff. Like I said, while I was at Amoeba, not only was I looking at the jazz stuff, but I was looking at everything else in terms of the bins. This is one that I've known about, but have actually never heard of the rest of the album. A lot of these albums, I'm gonna just say, like, I've heard at least like their top hit song, and then I really fell in love with the rest of the music. This is an example of that. So I picked up Mountain Climbing. I have been looking for this ever since I said I am not only just gonna start collecting jazz, I'm gonna start collecting other genres. And yeah, this is on that Windfall label, and of course their album hit, or their hit song, Mississippi Queen. Man, that is just chef's kiss right there. And ever since, I've just been trying to find more of Mountain, because I really enjoy the music. I really enjoy the singing on here. It is great stuff. Mississippi Queen, if you know what I mean. This next one, I am actually excited, really excited to have found this one in the new arrivals at Amoeba. I remember I've been looking through their band list in the bins, wasn't there, and then time went by and I finally found it at Amoeba again. This is Flock of Seagulls, 1981 on Jive Arista. Let me know if there's anything else I should collect from A Flock of Seagulls, because I have been really enjoying this one, and I guess I can just stream the other stuff. But in terms of vinyl, let me know what else I should get from this group, because like I said, I had only known about them because of their hit song I Ran, and I have absolutely fallen in love with this. This is new wave 80s, your typical 80s sound. So great. Decided to get it nonetheless. I am talking about the Proclaimers, Scottish duo, and this was released in 1988. And of course, their hit song is I'm Gonna Be 500 Miles. But for me, the tune that I've fallen in love with is actually on side 2, and that's the second song, I'm On My Way. That song just brings back memories for me. So I knew I had to get this one. Got this one for cheap at Amoeba, and I've just been having the best of luck finding these, well-known albums there at the store. So super clean. The Proclaimers, Sunshine on Leith. Let me know if there's any other albums of theirs that I should pick up. This next one, I was just absolutely happy to have seen it in the bins. This is exactly what I was looking for, and many of you guys may already know I have been looking for a certain album with a certain hype sticker with its shrink wrap. It doesn't matter, but when I saw this, every time I went, I was looking in this band slash duo bin, and every time I would just see the reissue or a copy without the hype sticker. I don't know why I'm obsessed with this one. Was this certain album's hype sticker, but I just wanted it. And when I saw it finally in their bin, I was like, yes, I'm grabbing this. Super clean, awesome. Talking about Wham, Make It Big. With this white hype sticker, which has Wake Me Up Before You Go Go, Careless Whisper, Everything She Wants, and Freedom. I am extremely happy and just relieved that I can. Of course, I could have bought this online, but what does that take from like the joy of actually finding it in the bins at your local record store? Yeah, this sounds extremely well, by the way, on Columbia 360. Of course, this is 1984. Is my Wham collecting over? I don't know. I can always probably pick up the other Wham albums, but this is the one that I've been looking for. As you've been noticing, a lot of these albums lately that I've been collecting is because of either their hit songs or just their hit songs. But don't get me wrong, I have been enjoying the rest of the album songs. I mean, I think a lot of people will find it silly if I'm just collecting these because of one song. I could, at this point, I might just find like a 7-inch or a single of the song and bam, save you a lot of money. But the joy of collecting albums is also discovering other tracks from the bands, and to see if one band can take you on to discovering another band and appreciating this group a lot more. I'm just happy. So this next one is actually from 1988 on Epic. Who am I talking here? I am talking about the band Living Colour and their debut album, Vivid. Now, of course, their hit here is Cult of Personality. And let me be honest, I've had already heard about the tune way back when, but I had never actually appreciated until recently when I actually fully listened to the song. And I know a lot of people, way older than me are like, oh, okay, all of these songs that Fluffy has been mentioning, I'm already tired of. But for me, I mean, I call me a late bloomer or whatever, but I'm just been listening to all of these on repeat because I absolutely love them. And who knows, maybe down the line I'll get tired of all these songs, all these bands and whatever. But for me, it's just been a joy listening to these fresh and, you know, for the first time. And but like I said, the first two on here, Cult of Personality, I really came to appreciate it when I listened to the first time not long ago. Actually, this was back in when I was on college campus, and I was outside of the college cafe, and they have the college radio playing, and so these all of these songs are playing, and then bam, out of nowhere they started to play Living Colors, Cult of Personality. And man, I remember just pausing whatever I was listening to already and just listening to this because it was absolutely amazing. And so it made me want to start listening to at least their debut album, and it is, like I said, it made me come to appreciate this group more. And I'm definitely gonna be checking out their other stuff, but I know when it comes to this group, this album is their go-to, which I don't know how many other albums they put out after this, but I'm pretty sure they're still around making music. But yeah, the fact that this is 1988, just man, this is cool, cool stuff. And yeah, that was one that I found at Amoeba for a really good price. So I think I have one more Amoeba find, and the rest are online buys. So this next album I blind bought at Amoeba. It just looked like an album that people from the vinyl community would have or own in their collection, and I had absolutely no clue. Like, I just went, this cover looks like a hard rock slash heavy metal album, and I was right. But what I was just surprised at the fact that they only made this one album, and then they they made no albums after. I'm pretty sure. Um, this is it right here. Max Havoc, 1983. I'm not sure what happened with this group, but and I'm not sure if this is 100% correct, but I did, when I looked it up, I read somewhere that Bill Ward, the drummer from Black Sabbath, formed this group. Like I said, I don't know if that's true at all, but it was interesting. And the music on here, I don't mind it, but I can definitely see people in the community, in the hard rock slash metal, maybe don't appreciate this one. But yeah, this is on 2JP label, and I really enjoyed the vocals on here and the playing. I mean, like I said, I'm not sure why they just made an album and then no more, but yeah, it is a cool cover nonetheless. And speaking of Bill Ward slash Black Sabbath, the next album is an online buy. Actually, these last few are online buys. This is one that everyone knows, everyone probably loves, and it recently got reissued by Rhino Hi-Fi. I am talking about Black Sabbath's Paranoid, and yeah, I went and decided to get a Vertigo UK swirl without the credits. And let me just say, I'm pretty disappointed with how this one sounds. And mind you, it is a clean copy of Black Sabbath. Does it have the credits? I'm pretty sure this one doesn't have the credits, but nonetheless, it's It's supposed to sound exactly like the one with the credits. And yeah, as you can see, the swirl came with the original sleeve. I'm curious on how the Rhino reissue sounds. I'm still curious how an original Greenie sounds. Um, but yeah, is this the go-to copy for me? I don't know yet because like I said, have never heard an original Greenie or have heard the top audiophile pressings or reissues that everyone talks about, like the 2006 Kevin Gray. I'm pretty sure it's Kevin Gray, and the newest reissue that came out by Rhino High Fidelity. For me, side one does it. It's just absolutely perfection. Um, War Pigs, Paranoid, and then Planet Caravan, Iron Man. For me, Iron Man is like the song that I first heard of when it came to Black Sabbath. So of course this has an attachment for me, but yeah, I've been wanting to collect more Black Sabbath, especially Ozzy Osbourne's Black Sabbath. So let me know which pressings I should get for Black Sabbath. This next album actually I discovered because of a playlist from someone on social media who has this great metal playlist with other genre tunes added to it. But I gotta say, when I heard this group, I was like, I gotta listen to the album, and the album absolutely blew me away. That I was like, okay, I gotta have a copy of this, and got this one, got impulsively bought it, and it sounds absolutely killer. What group am I talking about? I am talking about Candlemass, and the album of this, or the name of the album is called Nightfall. So this came out in 1987, or is it 87? I'm pretty sure it originally came out in 87, but this group, I believe, is based in Sweden, and I gotta say the vocals on here absolutely stunning. I don't know how how the metalheads in the community feel about this group, but I absolutely really enjoyed it. Pumped me up, and yeah, has an awesome hype sticker on here. I believe this is a European pressing on Axis. This sort of gave me like Aussie vibes. So yeah, I knew that's probably the reason why I really like this album. But yeah, I gotta say, super clean copy. This would I don't know if this is technically doom metal, but this is good stuff. And if you can find a copy for a good price, pick it up. Because I know this was put out in the US as well on I don't know if it was on the same label, but yeah, I haven't explored Candlemass like their other albums, but I've noticed that they are well known in the metal community. So if you know about this group, give me suggestions in the comments below. Alrighty, these last two are from the same band, and this was actually one that I discovered through Patrick PB Thal at the Vinyl Archivist on YouTube, but I'm pretty sure it's PB Thal on YouTube. I've been hanging around on his live streams. He live streams like on Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sundays, and it's been awesome. Like I've been learning a lot from him and the gang that are on panel, and they all have great knowledge of music. And of course, Patrick knows all about pressings and which ones to get. But I remember one day he was playing one song, and I was just in the middle of just playing my video game. I started to play video games again, but I was listening to him, or to the panel and the music that was playing in the background. And let me say, when I heard this one, I was like, damn, this is good. And I didn't catch the name of the song at first because, like I said, I was just doing other stuff. I was playing, and then so when the song had ended, I was like, I gotta go back, I gotta rewind, I gotta listen to this again, and I gotta get the name of this band. And yeah, after that, I wanted to listen to the album, and then the album so good that I had to find it on vinyl. So this is it right here. I had to get this one. This is Jag Panzer, Ample Destruction. Um, this is a album that came out in 1983 or 84. I believe this group came out of Colorado, and the group had always changed members throughout the years. Like they let me tell you, I got this one after I got their EP, which I've just been enjoying Jag Panzer. They're such a great group, especially when they have when the albums, or this is an EP, but when it has this guy right here, the Tyrant, which, by the way, my goodness, there are so very few nicknames that I will go, man, that is a good nickname. Like, mine is very generic, all right? Mine is Fluffy. There are a ton of Fluffies that I know, but when I hear one that's just like, dang, I don't think anyone else can have this nickname other than this person. And this right here, the Tyrant, that is a cool ass nickname. And I can just see this guy right here can be the only one to have this nickname. I don't know if hopefully there aren't any other Tyrants out in the world, but yeah, the Tyrant as the vocalist, the lead vocalist on here, absolutely incredible. And like I said, this is the EP, which let's see, it says here came out in 1983. And so their album Ample Destruction, which I guess came out a year later, man, the song rather that was playing in the live stream was what was it, Warfare. All right, that song is just so freaking cool. That song pumps me up. Actually, both of these two pump me up from start to finish. I cannot say more how good the freaking vocal sound, the freaking playing on here is incredible. This is a pumped up album for me. This one too. This one only has 4 songs in total, but 2 songs on each side. They have put out other albums later on, but this I would say is their staple. Especially because after, I'm pretty sure they added new members and the old ones left, and then they decided to come back. I forget the story, but yeah, I am pretty sure they had a small revival in like the 2000s or 2010s, and I'm pretty sure they did like an album not that long ago. But yeah, I gotta check those out. If you guys know more about this group than I do, of course, there are tons of you guys that know more about this than I do, because I'm just started to explore. But yeah, let me know what else I should start collecting, own on vinyl. Have been having really fun exploring, and I will say, like, the playlists from others who have more knowledge of music than I do have been great help. And I might as well just start going into a rabbit hole of music because it's pretty awesome. But that is it for today. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this one. If you guys stuck this far, thank you, thank you, thank you. Highly, highly appreciate it as always. And record store day is right around the corner. Hopefully I can make a video on that. But until then, I will see you guys in the next one, or hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.